Hello, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have an amazing message for you. Something I was like super excited to share. So I felt almost like rushed to put this, start recording. So that might be a really good sign that you have some stuff coming in really quickly for you. So I can't wait to get into this message. But first, let me clear the energy. So we're going to release anything that we're holding on to, anything that we don't need in our energy. And that way, this is a beautiful reading for you, and you're able to soak it up all into your soul. Okay. So, what I'm hearing before I started to record, it's funny because it's like in my other readings, I'll have like a message that I heard before I start drawing cards. And I was like, before today, I was like, oh my gosh, what's my message? What's my message that I meant to share? And I, of course, like right today, that's when I get, this is it. This is what you're supposed to share. So, of course, this message may not resonate with you, so do not force it. You'll feel it in your soul if it is right for you. If it's not, leave it for who it needs to be. And also, this is a timeless message. So, whenever you hear this, is when you're meant to hear it. So, what I was hearing is that you are a beautiful, unique soul. So you may look differently. You may have something different about you, like your whole life you grew up just different. Like you try to fit in, with tons of different types of people. You changed yourself, your appearance, the way you talk, the way you act, just so you could try to fit in. And Source is telling me that you are not meant to fit in. That uniqueness about you is actually your gift that you're meant to share with the world. So you're meant to be seen. You're meant to be in the public eye. You're meant to be, maybe even famous. So you're meant to spread this message about being unique is other people's gift too. So you can be a person that builds a community around people that look different, or just always felt different. That's probably your calling. You might feel it inside of you. Like I said, your whole life you were, you don't fit the normal mold. You tried, but it doesn't happen. And more I'm hearing, more and more you are realizing that you're not meant to fit in, and you have been finding out who you truly are. So coming from me, who I've never fit in, and I've always been different. I've always, wanted to fit that perfect mold of what a woman should be, what a girl should look like. This, you know, beautiful body. There's so many high expectations for women. Even for men too. Men have to show their strength, show their courage. So many expectation on what a man and a woman should be, and it's like we're so evolved. We should get over this, and like even I have to catch myself and remember, like, okay, that's just who they are. They don't have to fit this perfect mold of what we're supposed to be. So more and more I've accepted myself, and I see that I'm not meant to fit in either. So you are being called to be seen, highlight what makes you different, and share that with the world. So the first card that I drew is Eight of Pentacles, standing up. Also, I drew all these cards, so thank you for being a part of this journey with me, because I just started actually doing readings online, like that's something that I was scared to do, because I was scared to be different than people around me. Nobody's doing this around me. Nobody in my family, nobody. I learned tarot a little bit from my grandma before, when she was alive, but nobody's doing this type of stuff. So I'm learning to accept myself more and more too, and not be scared. It's like you are also just uncovering more and more about who you are. Like we were born and we were just piling all this stuff that wasn't us. So we were born, just beautiful this beautiful bright light, and then unfortunately society, it just was piling on stuff that wasn't us, and we started to adopt it. It's like we were just trying on all these like different pairs of shoes, and none of them were right for us. And we realized that, okay, being barefoot is okay, because we're truly ourselves. We're more connected to our bodies when we're barefoot. I'm not saying to be barefoot all the time, but just like your true nature is who you're supposed to be. So you've been uncovering that more and more, of who you are, who you truly are, and embracing that. So yeah, eight of Pentacles upright. And what I'm hearing is that you are learning to embrace these differences about yourself. You're learning to honor your uniqueness, and see that this life, this body, the way you look, everything about you you actually chose it specifically. You chose to look like this. Your soul came into this human experience, this human body, for a specific reason. So that specific reason is to be seen and to spread the message of, what you've been through and what you want to help other people, get through same stuff as you. So yeah, you're mastering this. You're basically being reborn. So, and I say reborn because you're born, and then all these things were piled on you of who you were supposed to be or how you're supposed to look. And then now you're just like, your true self is being born again. Your true self is coming out. And of course it's like even better, because you were able to learn from all these other things, all these things of what you're not. So it just made you more and more sure of who you are. So looks like a really good start. Looks like a really good process that you're on. And then I drew some oracle cards. So we have a divine master, Hilarion. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but if you could see, he's very handsome. He's very good looking. So you are very good looking with your uniqueness. You just, like I said, you don't look like other people. So when you walk into, whatever, a store, wherever you are, people always look at you. And it may have been your whole life. Like as a child, you might remember like people staring at you and looking at you. So that is your gift. And it's like a true beauty that nobody could really understand. And, unfortunately, people want to bring you down and make you feel insecure sometimes, because they, don't know how to, they might be jealous, or they're, the only people that are trying to bring you down and are obviously, just insecure with themselves. So don't forget that it's not you, it's them. You are beautiful. You were born different for a reason. Your uniqueness is beautiful. It's meant to be seen. It's meant to be shown, and you're meant to help these other people that are also feeling the same way. You know, society doesn't accept them because they don't fit that perfect mold. But I'm sorry, but things are changing in the world. Things are shifting. I could feel it. I don't know if you could feel the energy, but it feels like people are learning more and more about their true essence. Like they're more and more interested in being themselves, you know, being vulnerable, you know, speaking from the heart. So I could definitely feel that shift. So what Hilarion wants to say is he wants you to be seen, and he wants you to let the world know your gifts. So Hilarion is from Egypt. He was a master healer. So you might be a healer also, and he is highly empathetic. So you soak up a lot of energies too, and that's why you think maybe being isolated is the best thing for you, is because you get drained by people, or you know, maybe start to adopt these other beliefs, but they're not you. They're not, you don't believe these things about yourself. You don't believe these things about the world. So it's good that you differentiate those things. So he was a healer, and but he, you know, isolated himself because he was so, you know, just soaking in so much. But he is letting you know that you have to share your knowledge. You're breaking a lot of cycles. You're breaking a lot of um, just beliefs. Like this is like this thing that's in your life that you may have dealt with for a few, you know, generations, lifetimes. Your soul is finally ready to deal with this. It's finally ready to be seen and shine. Like you've been preparing for this for many lifetimes. So this is like this big, just a step. How about just a small thing? It's a small little step that you need to make to basically, you're going to get everything you want. You're going to get all, you know, all your desires are going to come true as long as you start to shine and be who you're meant to be. So, you know, getting out more, speaking up about, you know, things you believe in, um, you know, just being yourself. And like I said, you're going to also cause this ripple effect and, you know, show people that it's okay for them to be themselves too. So, yeah, you are a powerful healer, and you are going to help heal a lot of souls here on this earth and create a community around people that are also struggling with being seen because they don't fit, you know, the stereotype of how we're supposed to look. Okay, and then you got a couple of magic cards that I drew for you. So, a question that you might want to ask yourself is, what if deep within you, you already know the pattern of your own being, and all you have to do is grow into it? So, exactly like I've been talking about, your soul already knows that this lifetime is the lifetime that you're meant to shine. You're meant to be seen. So, like I said, you might have been preparing for this with the Eight of Pentacles. You might have been feeling more and more how special you are and how your uniqueness is your gift. So, your soul knows the way. Kind of just let go of that old version that is scared of being seen, that is scared of hearing what, you know, people's false ideas. are. So you're not meant to carry those at all. And then setting intention. So things also you might want to, so mirroring is very important. Mirroring what you want in life. Who do you want in your life? So cutting those ties with people or things that just don't, they're the old you that you're letting go. So your old beliefs. So visualize, maybe do some cord cutting, cord cutting videos, meditations, where, just letting go of those beliefs. Because remember, you were carrying those probably for a long time from, past lives. So you don't need those anymore. It's time to let go. And then I have a work your light card. So get grounded. So of course it goes back to you being an empath and you connecting to different energies. So it's basically, saying that you don't want to mistake other people's energies for your energies. Though that's not you at all. So connect to nature, do whatever you need to do that makes you feel grounded and in your body. So definitely, you're super sensitive, but your sensitivity is your power. Like with Hilarion, his power was his sensitivity. So of course he went away. He isolated himself because he was soaking up all these energies, and you probably could feel everything when you go out. You could feel everybody's, beliefs. So that's why it's essential that you stay grounded. So start with a meditation in the morning, whatever you need to do, and just like tell yourself too, like when you get a belief that comes in your mind, ask yourself, is this me or is this somebody else? And 9 times out of 10, if it's something that's limiting or whatever, a lot of the times it's somebody else's belief. If you're around family, they might have a lot of limiting beliefs. So just remember, tell yourself, those aren't my beliefs. That's not what I believe. They can live that story and they can live in that fear, but I choose not to live in that fear. I choose to, you're making a new way. You're making a new way for yourself and for a lot of other people. So connect to nature, and you're the how you can, be an empath. This is, like I said, this is your gift. So you're able to heal others with your emotions. So it's going to be usually people that are just like you, who struggled through their life, like I said, of being seen, and who have this fear inside of them that's holding them back from their true potential. So those are the people that you're going to connect with, and you're going to help heal. And then it just, that's how the world changes, is we help each other out and we make each other better. And then you have a white light oracle card. So magnetism of Eros. Really pretty card. I love this deck. So what this card is saying, Eros means love. So you might be getting a new opportunity that's coming in, and it's going to be it's not going to be easy. So it's going to require you to take yourself out of your comfort zone. So maybe this is something where you are going to be seen. So you are going to have to be vulnerable here. So it's going to be uncomfortable for you. but this is that step that you need to take, and it's like, hey, this is me. I'm sorry if you don't accept it, but too bad. So just remember, it's not your problem. Other people's beliefs are not your beliefs, and the right people, the more and more you're yourself and you're authentically you, is the more you're going to attract the right people. The right people are going to come to you. Your community is going to start to build. And then you're going to, basically, then, you're the other people that you don't have similar beliefs of you will start to go away. So it's like, people who aren't ready for the light, people who aren't ready for, truth, basically. But trust the process and don't think about the details. So you might be wanting to know every little detail of how something is going to happen. So Source is wanting you to know that you don't need to know. The universe has it. It's in their hands. You just have to take those steps that take you out of your comfort zone and do things that are different, open up different pathways. So in your brain. So you doing just anything different, trying a new food, walking a different route, whatever is different to you, try those things because it's going to start to get you comfortable with doing different things and going outside of your comfort zone. Let's see. Yeah, answer the call in your heart. So your heart knows the way. Let it lead the way for you. And then last oracle card is, I drew a bird card. So you got the sparrow. And sparrows are really beautiful. If you think about them, they are, they're common, but I think they're mostly in like groups. Like they're, lots of birds are in groups, but they do find strength and community, but they are really beautiful. So they do have their uniqueness too about them. So your enlightened self-worth and being part of the larger whole. So that's what's coming for you. I love how, when you draw these cards, it's, the beginning is kind of like the base and then it starts to progress. So where you're going is you're going into this sparrow energy. So you're going into the vigilant being, being part of the larger whole. So you isolating yourself and, staying away from people, it is essential to go within and have strength within and be grounded and know what your beliefs are and what aren't your beliefs. But you also being a part of a community is coming in your future, where you're going to find a lot of like-minded people, good people who may have been the outcast also, and people need, community telling them that they are okay. There's nothing wrong with them. Being weird and unique is the coolest thing ever. Like, it's so boring that everybody wants to be the same. Like, things, I think people are starting to see that. Like I said, people are wanting to be their unique self. But there's nothing wrong with being weird. There's nothing wrong with you at all. You are unique and special for a reason. That is your gift that you brought here. And you'll be putting your imprint on the world. So be ready for that. So you're going to be making a huge difference in a lot of people's lives. Okay, so let me draw some cards for you. And I hope this message is resonating for you and you feel something from it, because I want you to know that I believe in you, and I believe that you have the strength to come into your power, and that you are essential for the evolution of, everybody. So you're going to help so many people. Of course, you're going to help yourself. You're going to, have so much success, and so much of your dreams are going to come true. But the impact that you're going to make on the world is also going to be really powerful. So I'm drawing a few cards of my own. I've made this my own kind of deck. So I'm kind of excited about this, because very personal messages. Okay, let's see. What else does the collective need to know? This one. Okay, so I drew for you the marriage. So the divine and you are becoming one. So I don't know if you heard this before, but the divine, God, the universe, works through us. So that's who we are at our essence, is we are, source. So you are breaking away from all those things that weren't you, and becoming back into pureness, into purity, into the energy that you're always meant to be in, the true essence of yourself. So you and the divine are becoming one. So the divine is working through you. So you are in a marriage now. You are married to the divine. And that's why you maybe feel less and less alone. You might have constantly wanting to get approval from people, or constantly want to be around people, and just that, that old belief that, being alone means you're lonely, means, nobody likes you. But that's not true at all. You need to find strength within yourself. So that's why you had to be alone. And you guys are coming into union, you and the divine. So that's a very powerful message. And then let's see what else. Anything else for you? Get you where you need to be. Okay, so source love. Source just wants to remind you how great you are and how proud he is of you. Everything is going exactly as it should, and he couldn't be more proud. So I call source he sometimes, because it's like God, and I don't know why I envision that. So whatever you define source as, it could be, universe, could be Mother Earth, whatever you see it as. But I still have that feeling of like a fatherly figure, so that's why I kind of, think of that. But yeah, everything's going exactly as it should. Like I said, your lifetimes and lifetimes have been preparing for this exact lifetime. And it's going to be so beautiful, and it's going to be so great. And I'm so excited for you. And I love you so much. I send you love and light. I send you all the progress through this evolution. And may you see clearly and all the time, no matter what, how special you are to the world, and how much the world needs you just to be you. That's it.